everyone, it's me Sato again from Cosplay, and today we're finally back with a new tutorial, and in this one I'm gonna show you how I made Neros Coat from the game Devil May Cry 5. And it was a commission, so all the fabric was chosen by the customer itself, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future, and without further ado, let's do it. As always, I start with the pattern, and these are all the parts that I need for it. For the main fabric I'm gonna use this dark blue jeans, this black fox leather and this brown cord. And here are all the cutout parts and also a few volume fleece parts. I'm gonna start working on the side strips. For this, fold it in the middle and sew over it. Now that this is done, you can fold it again to form a nice triangle at the end. Then just fold all the edges inwards and sew all around. This step gets repeated in total 4 times. The other 4 strips are much simpler, just fold it in the middle and the sides and then add a top stitch all around. To attach a bucket, just punch a hole at the end. To secure the bucket, just sew close to the edge of it. Simple and sturdy. The strips from the beginning got also 3 holes and then got some eyelets punched into it. And with this, the strips are done. The next piece will be the hood. For this, sandwich the fleece between a layer of fabric and the fox leather. Here, gonna mark the middle of it for a top stitch. It then gets repeated for each side again. Now we can attach the thick leather part to the outer hood part. same treatment for the other side as well. We can now work on the back itself. Just use these two mirrored parts together. Then iron the seam flat, lay a ribbon behind it and add a top stitch. The same steps gets repeated for the lower back part as well, just sew it together, add a ribbon and a top stitch. After this is done, the top and bottom get sewn together. By the way, don't forget the top stitch for all the seams. Next are the back side parts. Attach these tiny pieces to the top of the long parts. Fold the seam facing upwards and add the top stitch. I marked here with clip the end point of the fabric so that the strips will be on the middle side seam later. A small seam on the edge is more than enough to hold it in place. And this is how it will look like. We can now put the side parts to the middle itself. Make sure that the strips are facing outwards and you guessed it, a top stitch is added. And it's now time for the second leather piece. It gets simply sewn on like shown. Then a fleece is also added in between and then you have to sew all around it. Good thing that I have the DMC5 base cap and the pattern on it has the same thickness as my tape. I started by marking the middle and then comes some tape in a 45-degree angle. Here I have already marked the lines facing in the other direction as well. You can simply sew over the tape and remove it later. In the end it should look like this. A few buttons get attached to the inner end of the strips and with this the backside is done. For the front we're gonna attach the strips on the front side parts the same way as on the back side. On this long front left part I'm gonna sew a guideline by hand. The long marked strip will now be attached to the front main part, but make sure that you don't sew all the way to the top. A top stitch will now be added up to this pin needle. Again, I marked the placement for a strip, sew it on and add 3 decorative stitches over the middle of it. Then we can attach the previously made side to the main front. A second strip is now added a bit over the first one. Here I have marked the place for another leather piece. All the next fox leather parts get attached and sewn over like the big back shoulder part. For the front pocket you can watch my dedicated How to Cosplay Pockets video. Also a few buttons will get attached to the front strips. The front right side is almost identical to the left, the only difference is that the side doesn't have the long front strip and also the fox leather is a little bit different. So just stay tuned and watch without me interrupting you. The leather piece gets folded at the front and then just proceed like on the other side. Let's start with the top of the arms. Just fold all the straight edges inwards. Then add the fleece and sew it on top of this top sleeve. The top stitch design gets also added here. We can now finally start by sewing the parts together, and I begin on the shoulder for the front and back. Then get the sleeve in the armhole. Just close the side of it with a long seam. Repeat the steps also for the other side. This weird looking thing will be a sewn-on pocket. Fold the top of it and add a top stitch. After this is done, iron all the remaining edges like shown. It should look like this in the end. This is a pocket flap, just fold all the edges, the middle and sew all around it. The pocket gets then a pressure button. For sewing the pocket on, you have to align the side of it with the sideline of the coat itself. The pin needle helps me guide it. It was about 16.5 centimeters from the bottom. Then just sew around it and the flap gets only a seam on the top. This is a current progress. And the hood gets now attached. And it's now time to finally sew the last part of the front left strip on. The hood itself gets now the strip all around. In the next step I continue working on the lower half of the sleeves. Just sew these two parts together, but leave the bottom side open so that the zipper can be added. And now you can add a zipper. It was about a 14 centimeter long one. The other side of it can be fully sewn together. Now that you have the lower sleeve, you can sew it onto the top, but make sure that the zipper is facing the back side of the coat. It will then look like this. We can now attach the zipper to the front. Here you have a look on the inner lining of the coat. I also have a dedicated tutorial for this on my YouTube channel. Fold the marked line so that it will become a part of the inner lining itself, and then sew the out and inside together. In the last and final step, these hooks gets attached to the front strips. And it's now time for the final review. So this was a tutorial. I know it's not good, but it's okay in my opinion. And if you want, you can leave a comment down below what you like or what you dislike, or what I can improve on this channel, or if you have any suggestions what I can make next. I have still a few things planned, so stay tuned for this one. And yeah, as always, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to it if you haven't already, because every subscriber counts and keeps this channel growing and the videos coming. So yeah, this was it for me. I see you in the next video. Have a great day, and I'm out. Bye.